Reason attacks cannot force me to resign as minister, says AREGBESOLA. Welcome to the news, and thank you for tuning in to listen. The Minister of Interior, Rauf AREGBESOLA, on Wednesday said the incessant attacks on correctional facilities in the country cannot force him to resign. But what I don't understand is, if you are in a position of power and you are facing a very big problem, most times it is not for you to run away. If you run away itself, you're a coward. That's what you're going to say. What can he do now, presently? It is not by saying he cannot force him to resign. This is where he is going to put on his thinking cap. He's going to invite others so that they can brainstorm and find out the way to treat this particular problem. Resigning now will even mean that means you are not even suited. You're not even suited for the job. It is time like this that really bring out, the best of people. It is after you have gone through tough time that you're going to see, this thing, I never knew that I had it in me, but I went through this time. Now the news in detail. He said that this while briefing State House correspondent at the end of the Federal Executive Council meeting chaired by President Muhammadu Buhari in Abuja. As to whether the jail attacks cause for my resignation, I still do not see any need for that, because it is not for lack of preparedness that the attacks were successful, the minister said. There have been a series of jailbreaks by gunmen in parts of the country, during which many inmates comprising those awaiting trial and those convicted have escaped. One of such incidents was the attack by gunmen on the Kaba Medium Custodial Center in Kogi State on September 12, 2021. While two security operatives, a soldier and a policeman died during the attack, over 250 inmates fled the facility. A similar incident was reported a month later at the Medium Security Custodial Center in the Abalongo area of Oyo State. Hundreds of inmates awaiting trial escaped from the correctional facility on October 22nd. Despite the attacks on correctional centers and the killing of some security operatives in the process, AREGBESOLA says he is not under any pressure to resign. According to him, the protracted security situation in the country and inadequate dispensation of justice are among the factors responsible for the vulnerability of prison officials in the face of attacks. Even the men in uniform, the hazard of their job could lead to their death, the minister said, but none of them wanted to die. We are upping our game and we will not allow such opportunistic attack and even make it possible. That is what the state must do. AREGBESOLA, however, gave an assurance that the federal government was making efforts to step up security around correctional centers. He noted that the number of prison officials died defending the custodial centers and saluted their courage, which he said was the highest form of honor for the country. Now, this is what I'm going to say. I'm going to say this. Yes, hard and tough time comes to make us better. Yes, but it does not mean that in doing that, when you have done, hope is asking for help. Hope is seeking for, hope is doing everything he can. Hope he's doing everything he can to make sure that these attacks now on correctional centers stop. Because it is not enough to say, yes, what I said earlier on, if somebody is actually in a position of authority as such, and such, hard time, tough time, something that is not, something that is alien starts happening. You try and remedy the situation, you listen to, you brainstorm, you listen to people, you take suggestions, you take, some proactive measures. And if still at that, you cannot solve a problem, you keep trying. It should not be resigning that should be on your mind. But it is when it has gotten to a state this thing, you should have exhausted all means. Exhausted all means in what I'm saying is, even the next person coming, he will have to do what you have not done before. So that the person coming in, even if you are saying, it has got to the point, yes, truly, I cannot handle this and I've tried my best and I've left. You want now to resign. fine. Let the person coming in, let him do, as in let it be that he does not come in and he does similar what you have. You have to try everything in your power, like everything. And at the end of it, when it seems like people's lives keeps going, as in this thing that is happening, it will not stop. What can be done to stop it? The person coming in now will have to do something you have not done. That is why I said you're not going to leave any stone unturned. In suggestions, good ones, you're going to weigh it. You're going to weigh the suggestions and the ones that seem to be, very useful and are going to help or aid in the stop of these attacks or encountering the attacks. Let it be that, okay, when they come, finally, when they come, you are able to fight them. So when they come, you are, as in, they're not even allowed to come at all. You're countering, you're taking proactive measures. So that is just it. It's not calling for resign, but it will get to a point where you will now need to question yourself that this thing is more than be careful now. You will now need somebody to do that, to help you. And of course, the person coming in should not be doing something that, this thing is now the solution. You should be able to have exhausted all means, as in make sure you use everything you have. Oga Interior Minister, you don't have to tell us. We know already that this is where we are born and raised. We know the tradition of Nigerian politician doesn't resign no matter what, even if it takes the life of the entire village. As far as it doesn't affect their children, no problem. They cannot resign. Now, what I'm saying is, I'm not saying he should not. I just want to clarify it. Even if he is going to now want to resign, it should be that he's resigning and somebody coming in is not settling the matter immediately. Like you see, this issue of insecurity, it would be a slap on the face of all of them who call themselves the presidency if another administration comes in and deal with this issue, and the issue like this, like in the snap of fingers, it is going to be like forever. It will be that their hands are in it. That is just it. That is what I'm saying. Exhaust all means. Make sure you take suggestions and make sure you are not sleeping on a bicycle. Make sure you're taking suggestions and you're carrying them out. You time yourself. Okay, we try this thing for 1 month. If it doesn't work, or let's try for 1 month and more. Something like that. That's what I'm saying. Okay. They have a tradition, yes, in Nigeria. So that comment, they have a tradition in Nigeria that they don't resign, and it is very bad. If you have tried all you can, I think the best thing to do in the best interest of everyone is to resign. On this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of the day.